Hey guys, it's Mrs. J again. Hope you are doing well. So today's lesson is kind of a parent and a student lesson, and a lot of it's going to be geared more toward the parent. So back up really quick. This is for my students, but for some reason, in case you're watching this and you don't know, I teach alternate curriculum program, and we serve a wide variety of students. So some of the students are still working on fine motor skills, matching, sorting, stacking, and some of the students are working on identifying letters, letter sounds, reading. So we have a wide variety of students learning at different ability levels. So the most difficult part of this has been trying to reach all students' needs. So today I want to go over some tasks that parents can do at home that they can create out of things from their house. And some of them will be similar to some we've created at school. Some of them will be different because we have different supplies at school versus our homes. So today I created some tasks to show you guys. They are things that I literally found in my house. And so sometimes you have to get creative. Like I said, I don't have the same things as I do at school as I do at home. So I just had to get creative. But before we go into that, I have a book that I want to show you guys as a resource. It's called Tasks Galore, and it's by Lori Inskerode, Pat Farrell, and Kathy Hersey. And in this book has amazing examples of different tasks that you can make either at school or at home. So it just gives us a good idea of some of the tasks that we can create and the different levels that we can create them at. So I just marked some pages that I thought had some good examples. And shout out to Omaha Public Schools who provided this book for us. Has some really good examples. I'm going to try to get close so you guys can see. So the first page I marked is fine motor skills. So these are some fine motor skill tasks you can assemble. So right here's some nuts and bolts. They have an example of kind of how you would assemble it and what you like. So the picture of each part, and then the child knows to take this part and then to assemble it. And these you can find in like a lot of children's toys. Here's another fine motor task with colors. And so this is just Easter eggs, and they put it in a muffin pan, and they're telling you they want you to take the different colors of the Easter eggs, put them together and match them over to the color. Here's one with PVP pipes to assemble. Down here, they have an assembly with curlers. And then right here's a flashlight assembly. That one might be a little bit more complex. And then an assembly using utensils. So putting the utensils in the correct, hopefully you guys can see me, in the correct area and matching them by color. So those are some examples there. So I also have some more fine motor examples. So this one is finding things in a sensory bin. So it looks like they used sand or popcorn here. Here's one where you take out the button and put it into a little slot. Here's one with popsicle sticks. We have a ball one right there. Here's one using tongs. So you're working on that fine motor grasping. And here's one where they lift the rings from the doll and place them in the box. So again, hopefully you can see these. All right, let's see if I can find a few more examples, and then we're gonna do some kind of on our own. Here's some more complex ones. This is letters and letter sounds. So here they're matching letters, they're matching letter sounds to pictures. They're sorting objects based on letter sounds. Here they're putting letters, again, using a container, and they're putting the letter on the picture that matches the sound. And then here's like a threading one where they're taking the capital letter and matching the lowercase. So those are some more examples. Here's some other good ones. This is manipulative play. And so these are actually, some of these are similar to ones that we have in my room. And some of the ones you saw before are also ones we have in my room. But these are some of the ones that my kids who are still working on fine motor skills are using. So shape sorter, very popular one. A color match or like a puzzle match. This one's good for fine motor. This is stacking, and they have to match the color to so that they know what order it goes in. And we have one similar to this in our room as well. This one is a potato head, so you can either really structure it and tell them what you, the like assembly of it, so kind of sequencing like eyes go first, then nose, or you can let them kind of place in as they'd like. Here's just some play with Legos, and again another assembly, and it gives them the order. So those were just some quick examples. If you guys want more examples, let me know. So I kind of took some things I found around my house, and I literally did this on a whim. I didn't feel like I really had a lot right now to work with, but we just made it work. And so one thing I did is I found some tags, and these are like tags you can use to like label things, or if you have like a present you're gonna give to someone to write their name on it. And so I took these tags and I thought, there's a lot of things you can do with these tags. So first of all, you can do matching. So you could do like matching with shapes. So you could do shapes with different colors. And here's an example. Obviously, I'd have more than just a triangle. I would have triangles, circles, rectangles, rhombus, so on and so forth. And I would like lay them down and have the kids match. So find which ones go together and stack them. So that's an idea with the tags. So same thing with the matching, you can also do letters. So you can do capital letters, lowercase letters, and you can have them, so again, kind of, this is just an example of a couple, put them out, obviously I'd have a lot more letters, and then stack, so find the matches. So you could do capital to capital, you could do capital to lowercase, and they can stack them that way. So there's that. Again, tags. This is numbers, so this could be sequencing. So finding it, number 1, number 2, number 3, sequencing in order. You could do up to as many numbers as you want. You could have spread them out and tell your child, find this. For a lot of my nonverbal kiddos that are still working on some of these academic skills with numbers and letters, I'll say find the number 2, and they have to like pick it up and show me. So you can do things like that. So there's a lot you can do with matching. And if you don't have these tags, you can just use pieces of paper. Another one is using their name and having them work on sequencing their name. So you can get a piece of paper, write their name out on the piece of paper, then take other pieces of paper and write their name individual letters and cut them out so that they can match their name up to the name on the piece of paper. So those are some with tags. Here is one that is a muffin pan, and I don't have balls, so I had to take paper and crumble it up, but it could be as simple as, and you could do enough balls for this whole thing, or if you don't have balls, you have other little toys or whatever, as simple as putting it in and counting, or just practicing put in with those fine motor skills. Another fun thing you could do with it would be, so for instance, you could label it. So like you could put a 2 here, maybe you want to put a shape, whatever you're working on. Maybe you want to put, I don't know, another number. Maybe you're working on letters. You could put whatever you want. And you could say like, put the ball in number 3. So they have to put the ball in the one that has 3. Put the ball in the triangle. So they have to put the ball in the triangle. So there's lots of different ways you can make this easier or harder. Some kiddos were just working on doing those fine motor, or you can do different color balls. Like I could have colored these and I could have said, find the pink one, put the pink one in. So there's lots of differentiation you can do with that. This one is a shape sorter that I made out of, and I really hope you guys can see all this because I can't see myself, so I'm not sure. But this was a shape sorter that I made out of a to-go box that I had. So I just drew different shapes on it and cut them out. And then there's that. So these are the shapes. and I did different colors. And so they can work on putting the shapes in. So making sure the correct ones go in the correct hole. And this could just be as simple as putting in. You can do the shapes with them. So say, find the triangle, find the circle, or find the blue one. So there's an example of a homemade shape sorter. Like I said, again, these are all just random things I found. It's very similar at school. We take things that we have in the classroom and we turn them into tasks. You can use old containers. You can use Kleenex boxes. You can use different, just all sorts of containers and manipulatives, and we've done a lot of that. So you just use what you have. This, again, is color sorting. So I took 2 plates, and I colored one of them, because I didn't have bowls. Usually I use bowls. But I colored one of them red and one of them blue, and then I have some, and obviously you do more than just this, but some tags, and so they have to sort the tags. So into the different colors. So this one, you can also differentiate. You can have them count the tags. You can have them find the colors. You can just have them identifying different colors. So that's another example. And then we have this. Usually I would just use the roll itself, but I didn't have an empty roll of paper towels, so I'm gonna do it with the actual paper towel roll itself. So one thing you could do is I kind of put colors on these. It's hard to see, like that one's pink. So you can say like find the pink, and they have to use the tongs, fine motor skills, to pick it up and put it in the roll. So you could obviously make all different colors and do more of that. This is another fine motor one with tongs. And then some of you might have these at home. Forgive me, my dog got a hold of it, so it looks really sad. But we have some of them at school. Speaking of my dog, she's at the door right now. She wants in, but I'm ignoring her. So this is for the fine motor skills of buttoning, zipping, tying. We have another looping one here. Obviously, she looks really sad, but this is another thing you can do if you have any stuffed animals that have those kind of fine motor fastening skills. So those are just some ideas. I hope you enjoyed it. Come to me if you want more ideas. You can do this with all your kids. You can differentiate it. I mean, nonverbal kids, even if you want to use this with some of your kids who aren't quite in school yet, it's great for all kids. So, and if you need more ways of differentiating it, let me know. But I'm so glad you tuned in today, and I'm really glad I got to do this with you guys. Thanks. Bye.